Okay. Okay, I shouldn't be muted anymore. That was from whenever I restarted the computer. I apologize. Hi, I'm Will Forge, and today we will forge. I've been yammering on, just at the beginning, talking to anybody, mostly to, doing the YouTube video stuff. But now that we're not muted anymore, we can sort of start from here. I can probably actually cut the YouTube video to here whenever I get over that. But yeah, okay, so I changed the name because I wanted to put the name in the map name. You should have kept it as Will Forges. I mean, I can always change it back if I wanted to, but I wanted to put it into the map name, kind of like Unique does, but like having it to where, basically if I put it in there as Will Forges or Will Forge, I kept on doing it and it just always felt weird. Like Waterworks, Will Forge, Waterworks, Will Forges. You can't change it back to whatever it was. I can't? Why not? Do they block it for like a year or something like that so you can't just change back? Would I be able to call tech support and have it changed back if I wanted to? I don't know. Anyway, the point is that I assumed it became available for anybody once I changed it to something else. But anyway, whenever you put in like Waterworks Will Forged, it sounds good. But then that doesn't lead them back to my channels. So yeah, that's why I made the change. If I can't change, I assumed like every other website on the planet, I'd be able to switch back to Will Forges if I didn't like it. But yeah, Twitch doesn't allow you to have a previous username. Yeah, gotcha. So you can't just like be swapping names all the time whenever you want. That makes sense. I wasn't aware of that. I guess that makes sense anyway. Yeah. So maybe it was a bit of a quick rash decision, but yeah. So if you've had Will Forge or Will Forges before, then rip those names. I never had Will Forge, unfortunately. That one was apparently, I think that one was already taken. But yeah. But anyway, I really liked the idea of Will Forged in the name of my maps, and I kind of wanted them to all lead to each other. So yeah, it kind of looks dumb as Forged. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I might need to if you think it looks dumb, I might contact Twitch and have them and see if they'll, manually be able to do it with tech support. But yeah. Didn't know that they block off returning to an older name. You're stuck with it for another month. Oh, is it that I have to wait a month before I can change it? Is that what you're saying? Okay, well anyway. The point is that we're going to be doing the bright and shiny for the tech. I think, honestly, like, here's a greenhouse. It's all white and shiny. I'm trying to think of where... Yeah, see, it's this laboratory in Halo 4. Why is my... Like, literally, I need to get away from Chrome. This nonsense is really starting to tick me off. You know how whenever you... I don't know about you, but if you're using Chrome right now, or whenever I use Chrome right now, every now and then it just stops functioning where nothing clicks. Except for, like, the buttons up here. So to refresh the page and then everything starts working again. And I don't know what's up with that. So they have these like white laboratories, like the one that Ripshade had sent me here. Very similar design. I will say I never noticed this before, but that's almost the Reclaimer emblem right there. In this room where they're doing experiments on Forerunner tech. Kind of interesting. But yeah. And then over here, we have the white tech. So this is basically Halo's version of that. I actually really like this control terminal and could easily make it. Okay, not super easy, but because can't just use the control terminals they have in the game, the ones that they already have. Let's see. That initial stream we did on Twitch got a lot of viewers, but actually I don't know how many viewers we're getting now that we switched off of YouTube. Some of our regulars aren't coming in anymore. But we'll keep looking. We'll keep checking it, trying it. I mean, so this but not destroyed would be a good place to go off of. So yeah, I might go ahead and open up some of these. Okay. To put into my list. Here's a good hydroponics bay with good direction. This is what, Halo 4 or 5? Because that's definitely Master Chief's, that's the Halo 4 and 5 style for his armor. How about will.forge instead of underscore? That might work. Let me see. I mean, can I do that while, can I change that while I'm streaming, or will that break it? Let's see. I'm assuming that would break it right now, so I'll try that whenever I get off. I don't wanna go change the stuff in the middle of the stream whenever, you know. But that is a good one. Let's see. Okay, here's a cool lab. Let's see. Well, you can't change it now. You'll have to wait a month. Yeah. I will have to wait a whole month to change it, but yeah. Let's see. This is an interesting one. Yeah, okay. So anyway, we want this image right here. We want... I would say this image looks pretty good for some lab equipment. We want this image and this image. What's this one? Halo concept art, wallpapers, HD. I don't recognize this one from any of the games. Looks like a concept art they didn't go with. These are all actually labs because I put in lab. But I knew that their science labs were the white ones. I'll just do white walls real quick just to see. Halo game white walls. Try that. No, it's not going to come up with anything. Halo game is just coming up with the Halo games. So yeah, I think that for now I will just do that. And we're going to pull these. We're going to put these into my other section, into the official Halo section to draw from. Let's see. Because the reason I section off official Halo is because if I do a layout directly from official Halo, it might be a duplicate of something from one of the Halo games, of the environment, you know? And I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that it's inspired by, but not a derivative of. You know what I mean? So basically, if I so basically, I'm fine with using this as an example, but I don't want to go in and like make the entire thing exactly like this. So anyway, okay. So we are deleting these and making a plant life section there. That was, of course, not deleted before the lighting was rebaked. We want this to feel like this style. Like I said, drew only images from labs. So, because that's the areas that are usually the pure white. Except for this right here, the hydroponics bay, and this room is a hydroponics bay, and I do like these curved walls, so we're probably going to be drawing, and that's what he really wanted. That's what Ripshade was talking about in the first place, was curved walls. So what we might do is rebuild the concrete walls to have a sort of curvature to them that is inconsequential for the block out, but does affect the appearance. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, accents. UNSC has. Don't they have the walls in UNSC? It might be in structures, actually. I think, yeah, these have one kind of wall. I think it is in structures. Structures. Column, doors, walls. Panel wall. Okay, no, these are in here. Oh, here they are. Yeah, these are them. So, one downside to these walls that I always point out is that while they're very cool and they have this like sort of angle up here which kind of feels rounded because they made it shade rounded, even though it's like, you know, they gave this like slight little curve here on the bevel. They gave it like a little bevel there. Okay, so we have these and we have these. And this would be how we could create more curves. Like I might be able to put a curve into this column, for example, especially up here. Down here, we want to be glass panels so that we can put a plant life in there, so that's probably going to stay the way it is. But we can definitely, like, use this up here. And then this one, this is the main problem with these, is that they're not round. Let's see, I'll give you a specified time, you can change it. Okay, cool. Sounds good. So, let's see. If I... Okay, snap this here, right? Oh, jeez. Are you kidding me? Why is the scaling... Why is it these directions? Oh, this is awful. Okay, okay. Let's go here. This is awful, guys. Why did they design it this way? Don't ask me. What I'm saying is, though, we can go with a nice curvature here. We might even go back to there. Yeah, it's getting too far away from the wall, as you can see. This is why I'm very loath to use these curved walls, usually. But... let's see. But it looks cool whenever you get it good, so... Now, unfortunately, we can't just copy that to the other side, so we've got to use this one. Fortunately, this triangle is not asymmetrically, you know, it's not a right angle. It's not a proper triangle there. Discord, okay. Let's see, let's go this way. Apparently we've got to go kind of like this. There we go. And then we can tilt it one more. No, let's go 2 more, actually. Like actually 2, not just 5 more. And then go a little bit further. There we go. So now we got a good, decent curvature up there that we can now... We can either leave this or delete it or whatever. We can take it out. We might want to take one of these and duplicate it. And why are they different colors? Just occurred to me. Is this actually a different color, or is this, let's see, let's do that. Actually, that reset the rotation to just the right angle, I think. No, they're not different colors, it's just the lighting. They're more silver down low. Okay, this is going to have been an exact measurement, so we can just go like... Ah, it's gonna be this one. This will have been a precise measurement, so that works great. So that looks good as a starting point in proof of concept there, as partially complete. Let's see. Aaron, you sent me... We performed once every 60 days. The update takes effect immediately and will affect how your users see you. Will be released back into the pool of available usernames after 6 months. Okay, so I can't change it back until for 6 months is what that's saying. That's, yeah, I see. That makes sense. I suppose. And that means you can prep yourself for when it's going to go back into the public. It makes sense to do that. But let's see. Okay, we've got that going. We need to get, I would say, some nice glass paneling down here, like I said. I think that we should duplicate this though and move it down here, because if we have this down here as the wall here, and then we have glass on the sides, then that means you'll be able to see through here, but then there's a bit of cover here to block line of sight, which I think is a good idea. Now we're gonna want to have, let's see, we're not gonna necessarily want this to be 100% deleted right away. I think, oop, that is not the right way. Okay, that was not the way. Okay, let's go up, because I think what we want is to have a bit of railing, which we can make still look like this aesthetic. We just need to, you know, then we'll figure out exactly how thick we need it to be. We probably want it to be probably in line with that, with the gap there, like it's a pour spot for the concrete. See, in 2 months, try will.forge. Yeah, I'm thinking so. That's a good idea. Let's see, 90. Yeah, that goes right to the top of the angled part. Whoop. Which is at 1, I believe. Yeah, 1. Okay, cool. So we've got that, and then we need to put glass paneling in. We probably need something down here as well. I would say a good, actually, I almost feel like, I wonder what the difference between the thin one and the wide one is. Is it just where the damage is? Yeah, it looks like they shifted, they changed how the damage looks, so that whenever you stretch it out, it doesn't look just the same, I think. Oh no, it repeats the panels and stuff like that down there too. Okay, cool. So if you wanted a more repetitive panel like this, where it's thin, smaller columns down here, and you didn't want this kind of thing, then you could actually just scale it. That's actually really cool. You have the freedom to choose how you're going to do this. Oh wow, you could even do a continuous wall with no break in the pattern. Wow, look at that. Or even disappear that entirely. Huh. Interesting. That could be really useful for like running lines along long corridors that you don't want to have broken up at the bottom. Today's update added no bundles to the customization menu. Oh right, there's an update. Did it just happen? When did the update hit? Because it just occurred to me that, you know, obviously I might need to reboot if after an update, you know what I mean? Let's see. I think that we want. Okay. 31 minutes ago. Okay, so probably before I went live. Was it right before I went live? Because I might have technically just gotten a fresh connection right as that happened. Okay, we're gonna go with these. I think this is not exactly 90%. Oh, it is 90%. Okay, that's cool. Thought I didn't do 90% for the glass. But I know it looks good with the light behind it, so that's fine. Okay, so we're gonna continue this concept here. And let's try to snap it to the bottom. It doesn't want to. Okay. Well, anyway, let's also make this a lot thinner because we don't need to be so wide or so tall. We do need to be wider than that, though. Let's see. Well, I don't know. Did your game update on Steam? Oh, you know what? No. It didn't. So, yeah, I should probably go down and come back up in the game. I mean, not the stream, but I should probably reboot the game. Would you say? Wouldn't you say? I believe that we're going to have some bugs if we don't, because I think they did some fixes in Forge as well. There's a hair tickling my ear. Inside my headphones. Okay, let's see. Okay. Yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, I just saved it, but let's save again, hit quit. That'll save it a third time in a row. And that's why it has so many save files. So many save copies of this. Yeah, I need to reboot the game, like, real quick. Because everything I'm doing right now could be bugging out for all we know. Exit to desktop. Alright, let's see if this thing updates. Yeah, there's the update. What's this? News? This attachment? Is this the weekly bundle? That is actually pretty cool looking, to be honest. Huh. I haven't seen that one yet. I know that a lot of times, you know, they already exist in the menu, or they got leaked, and a lot of times you'll have seen it, you know, but I have not seen that one yet. So that's pretty cool. This is back in the store, which is actually, I mean, aside from the price, because, gosh, they really overcharge for their bundles, in my opinion. Aside from the price, this is really cool. I think that the white is, there's another white that we were talking about before that hasn't been put into it yet, but probably going to be either, I'm hoping it's a weekly reward. But yeah. Did it not start updating? I could have sworn I hit that button. Validating. Receiving space. Or reserving space. Updating. But yeah. I guess I could talk about this. I like these curved walls here. Kind of wish we could. I'm like, I love the way that they're like blocking off, you know, line of sight with them. I'm not sure how I could incorporate something like that into the map without changing the block out, so I don't think I'm going to be able to. But the curved walls in the wall itself, like off on the sides, like we're doing right now, is perfectly capable of doing that. Aside from that, you know, white walls paneling, I like the fact they break it up. If we go full blown, where is it? Full blown, you know, these hexagonals and, you know, designs would be possible, like especially this one. This is a, you know, a nice little octagon here. I believe there's an octagon piece that I can flatten and put in position there, and then draw lines out of. And I could generate a floor that's very comparable to this, and put pure white, mesh like that. Sure, I could pull this off very easily, and I think and this is actually, there's literally a roof support piece I could put in that looks almost exactly like that, that I've been using a lot. So this is something that's very possible right now. The main reason I am looking here is because this is an actual Halo version of that. It's the white, But I think that this kind of wall paneling would be cool combined with some of these other things. Like this wall is very shiny and strangely so. And this kind of looks like a giant server or something like that. Anyway, the point is that we'll get into it once we get back into it, once we get back into the game, which it looks like it is finishing. Looks like it's 100% done, but what's it doing? Oh, it's still patching. Oh, okay. Scheduled for Destiny 2, apparently. It's taken a long time. Despite the fact that it's on a SSD. Okay, so the point is that, yeah, we can accomplish a lot of this. It'll take a lot of pieces just to make the floor exactly like this, so I might do a version of this that's not as busy. It actually feels kind of busy anyway. There's a lot going on that floor. But if I draw that out and put like maybe one hexagonal area and draw some lines out of it, then I can like be a larger, more emphasized, version of this. Whereas this is like, it feels like, don't step on a crack or you'll break your mother's back. That feels like it's all over the place here. You know what I mean? Like this feels like a barrier that I shouldn't be crossing this line. You know what I mean? Like sure, it could be because like the person whose station is right here, who's supposed to be handling this, is like, maybe this is the commander's, strategy board or strategy table, like and map table for coordinating everything, like in Battlestar Galactica style of command deck, you know what I mean? Maybe that's what it is, and maybe this is the commanders. These are supposed to be remain empty, or maybe have a security guard standing in them, and then everyone else is in the rest of the room. So that would make sense, but then like it starts getting so busy over here in between stations that doesn't make any sense to me. So while it does look really cool, it would be, I think, even cooler to have drawn lines that like guide the player, or well, the in this case the eye, because this is mostly a visual. I don't know what it was from, but guide the player along where they feel like this is where the player is over. This is where the soldiers are supposed to take this path from here to here, security room, that kind of thing. All aligned in a very useful manner. So we are going to pull from this, but it's going to be sparingly, so that we can create this kind of feel, but make it make more sense, because that's what Halo does. Halo tries to make a lot of sense. They try to hard sci-fi a lot of their design. Okay, it's still patching that update. But this ridge, like literally, I can do that exactly, and actually having it to where there's like multiple of those on the damaged side, on the old side, the old messed up side of the space station. That's really, having like, I think I've got like 5 or 6 of them in a row is really cool. And I think having like significantly fewer of them to where there's just like 1, 2, 3 or whatever, and then changing their texture and how they interact with the rest of the structure will make it feel like they found a better way of doing it. You know what I mean? Like a more efficient way of doing it. They didn't need as many of these ribs to reinforce the roof and all that kind of stuff. And I think that's really cool. I think that'll work out really well. And having a cross, a central like spine going down the middle with lights on it would actually also make a lot of sense, along with that. And also being that the damaged side is going to have the flood tentacles up inside of that area in particular, is going to make it feel like they were like, yeah, let's not give them so many grips, so many places to grab hold of to infest the structure. Make it to where they spread a little bit slower. You know what I mean? I also like the idea of all these white panels, because if I can get it to where there's a bunch of like white panel looking things, I could theoretically slap little logos on a few of them that say warning explosive, and be like, yeah, they built the building to where they can remote press a button and it will detonate the walls, which would be fair. Like right before they do that, they would put off the alarm, everyone would move to the middle of the room, and they'd detonate it, and it would blow up the walls to where anything directly on the walls would be destroyed, would just die, So if the flood tried to reinfest the building again, is what I mean, they could easily clear it, and then like just click a button and clear a lot of the flood infestation. And that would be kind of cool, so I might do some stuff like that. But is it done? It's done. Play. So we don't have to worry about. Let's go back to the libraries. I don't like that view. The download pages. I don't know. It's very very empty, very void. Feels awkward. But yeah, the point is, yeah, here's Star Trek. I'm pretty sure this is just straight Star Trek, right? This is the remake of Star Trek. And this is very cool because it incorporates that white style with the pipes of Aliens. So like it's a little bit of both, and this is very this one in particular I like a lot because it's very Halo. Unfortunately, it's very tiny. It's like a thumbnail image that the Ripshade sent me. I might have to Google, like, you know, yeah, I'll have to copy it and go, since I use Ecosia or whatever the crap it is that for my search engine, which plants trees for a number of searches because they, you know, their ads revenue goes to planting trees around the world. So it's actually a pretty cool search engine. But anyway, the point is that you can Google search an image, right? I could do that if I just go to the actual Google website and use it there, because this is so small. I need a higher resolution version. Or if Ripshade, if you're in chat so far, if you're in here, if you're one of the people who has joined, by the way, welcome everybody, then you could maybe send me a new version of this image if you happen to have it up already, like on a tab on your cell phone or something from whenever you sent it to me last time. Or on your computer, but I know you're probably at work at this point, so. My files are taking a really long time to load. There they are. I wonder if they were scanning all the files with that due to the update. Because I'm pretty sure there are some fixes in this update, right? For the, what was it, the save file bug? One of the save bugs is supposed to be fixing this, or was it something else? I don't remember. Maybe it's that it saves whenever you quit the map. I think they fixed that. Aaron, you might remember what the update is. It has something in there that had to do with Forge, but I just can't quite remember what it is. But yeah. Oh, by the way, while this is loading in, one of the inspirations for the damage side is actually this. This was the inspiration for the gate. I loved the way it sloped up and then had the archway with the gate in the middle, and it was square out here and curved in here and all that stuff. But obviously I changed it up a lot. I did keep this sort of like, I looked to add this sort of extra slope here. Sorry, there's a baby in the background. But so I have that on the gate, and we're gonna see that whenever the map loads. But this whole concrete, and then some of it has this exposed sort of, you know, structure like they're building it. I wanted that, but I wanted to do it in sort of reverse. I like the idea of there being damage and exposing some of the structure inside that, of course, the flood would be growing out of. So that's an inspiration point that I'm pulling for over here. Let's go see on my map what it looks like. I may not draw it for this actual gate. There's some clipping that I have to fix on that one and the one inside. For some reason that Z fighting rather was not there before, and somehow incorporated it, like added itself. So here's my outer gate for whenever you switch to big team battle mode. I'm probably not going to make that exposed and damaged stuff out here because the damage didn't come from outside. The flood infested from out in here, and they're of course trying to purify it. But the old dead tentacles are all over here, and the idea is, or quote unquote dead. The idea was that over here would be, or the thing I'm thinking right now is that I'd have some like exposed concrete and some reinforcements and ribs and stuff like that over here. But anyway, let's grab this and just drag it over there because we've got one over here. This is, ooh, wrong direction. Into here where it's going to be all nice and white and shiny. Now we're going to keep like I said, we're going to have like some of these ribs, but not as many as over there. And I think that'll be really cool. I would love to do something around this. Honestly, I almost wonder if I couldn't put curved lines and instead of making it a hex up here, you know, make it a curved hole on this one. Might be interesting. I don't know. I'll run that by Ripshade to see if he's cool with that. The angles, of course, change how grenades bounce off it, but it shouldn't be too much of a difference if I do if I switched around. Oh, she's having troubles. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this then. Okay, I think the question is, do we want this glass to go all the way back here and have this whole area be plant life on the left here, and then have a small window over here? Or do we want to keep it how it is, where it's like a small glass protrusion in the middle here? And I'm thinking, I think that this is an outer wall, and I think that you would not want you would want to put some more stable structure going toward the outer wall. And apparently it's an incomplete area of the map anyway. So I think that, yeah, I think that realistically you would probably want this little triangle area to be, you know, properly designed, like have a good thick area here is what I'm trying to say. I know I kind of lost it there, but yeah, okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and I think we can just delete this. Yeah, we can just delete that. We can turn this into, let's see, no, hold on. I think we can just go this way. Yeah, it's backwards. We want to go to Z, and we'll go to 18.5. There we go. Now that should keep it nice and solid. I think that up here we're going to do stuff, by the way, like ductwork. So we're going to like place like a vent pipe, I mean a ventilation system up here. But the question is which kind, because there are some like rounded ones and accents for like, what is it? City props. I think there's a rooftop one that's nice and rounded. That looks nice, but I think it's either that or we're going to use an actual like duct. Ooh. Okay, hold on. What's directly above this? Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's cool. I'm definitely going to stretch the, like shorten these a little bit, because they're kind of they're coming up through the floor. This area won't be playable unless you're in big team battle mode, and then it will become playable. So what I need to do here is bring down the Z. We're going to go down to a reasonable spot that disappears into the floor, right? 16, sounds good. And then we will put this at 16, and then we will put this at 16. And the cool, interesting thing here that just occurred to me is I can punch a hole through the floor here and put the ductwork down, and that can literally be a way down into there during the big team battle phase, and you would drop down and land right here, and then have a slight like height field or like height advantage among people in the area. So it'd be another, you could jump down here into the hole, and maybe that's what you're trying, maybe if that's what you're trying to do to like get to the middle faster, then that's what you want to do. But if you're attacking the people in this room, then dropping down from there would give the barracks, which is just a block right now, but it will eventually be a building area, that barracks will be able to hop down and actually take this room a little bit. I like that idea. I think Ripshade will probably enjoy that idea. If not, then I will ask him, and he will let me know. Or rather, I guess if not, he'll probably just let me know, you know, whenever he sees the video. The recording of this on YouTube later on. Let's see, so I do like that, actually. I like that the line comes down and then it goes a little bit wider and then it comes down here. I kind of like that. I do think I might replace this with a tech wall. Like, around the hydroponics, I've been putting things like this, which is like a, you know, an obvious tech wall. That would have like your water tank, it would have everything to keep the plants alive. Probably gonna do that again here and replace this with that. It's just snapped to those corners, so all I have to do is, and its scale is gonna have to be readjusted for itself anyway, so it's not going to be something that I need to worry about about getting just right. And then whenever we, of course, can change this, let's see, hold on, let's snap it, because this was a snapped piece before. So he had a very precise location, which is really good. Ripshade, by the way, originally made this to anybody who's new. And he made the block out and then was looking for someone to art it, and I was like, yeah, I love this block out, this is fun. I tried it out, I was like, and I was sold immediately. Okay, so let's try this and see what's going on. I think you just sent me a link as well, Aaron, so I will check that out in just a second. Let me just do this real quick. Ooh, it's poking out. I think I need to do the back edge and make it poke out just a tad. Yeah, now it's sealing up that edge. Because this, apparently this upper protrusion is not the actual, you know, we gotta go with the width. Okay, so now we gotta go with the height, change that a little bit, which is probably going to make that no longer a round tank. In fact, let's see, hold on. Let's try looking at what this will look like right now. If we make it shorter, we're gonna lose the tank's, you know, effect, you know, shape. It's gonna be very ovular, which is fine. Supported Halo Waypoint Deck. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, here's the update. Let's talk about the update real quick. New menu improvements, new custom browser location. Yes, yes, I did hear they were planning on doing that. Now you can go to custom game, and in custom game you can create a match or do customs browser. Fantastic. People are not going to be looking in the wrong place now. People will be able to find customs browser, and I think that this is going to double the number of custom browser, or the number of players in the customs browser overnight. It might slowly grow it, because this root change will grow it forever. So you don't have to tab over to the community section and then go to customs browser. You can go to the, in play, as you can see up there at the top there. If this friggin' Pinterest thing will go away, that'd be great. In play, you go to custom game, and then in custom game you have create match and customs browser, which is awesome. That's fantastic. Purchase past shop bundles using customization menus. So now you can get in there and go into the customization menu and find the item that's in a bundle and actually buy the bundle. You can't buy the individual items yet. They didn't break them out of the bundle, but you can at least buy the bundles even whenever they're old. So the store is no longer just for a day. That's a fantastic update. Increased matchmaking playlist visibility. So yeah, they took the picture. From what I understand, they took the picture and they moved it off to whenever you press A on something, you know, then the picture is there. But the banner picture is gone. It's just the title and then the description down here. So now they can display more game modes at a time. So you go in there and you don't have to scroll down so much. You just immediately can spot what you want to play. And they said there's 10 of them, which is great. Yeah, 5 to 10. Look at that. I've checked every item. Yeah. Oh, the customization sort thing's not currently in. Oh, really? You checked every item and it's not in. What is wrong with my music? How did that pause this early in this stream? I guess it's not that early. I don't know. Feels early. Increased matchmaking playlist visibility. Probably because I had to reboot the game. So yeah, that's good. So it's not checked. It's not in there yet, I guess. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not just not activated. They probably put it into the update, but then they haven't hit like the server has to update after you update the client, or else the client will just not, like, you can make the new client program be able to work with the old server program, but you can't tell the old client program to work with the new, with a new server. So basically, whenever they roll out an update, they update all the clients, all of our consoles and PCs first, and then they reboot the server with the update on their end. So probably that's relying on something on their end that isn't rebooted and activated yet, which means I may still have to restart the game again with Forge and not have any bugs. But yeah, uploading Forge preview images on PC, they fixed that now. How to take screenshots via Xbox Game Bar. Yeah. Select your desired screenshot, then select confirm. Okay, so yeah, okay, cool. Select my file. So now you can take screenshots with the Xbox Games Bar, and when you do, it will allow those images to be put on as your map file images, and someone's going to break that immediately, upload whatever image they want, and they're going to have to start, policing that, but they probably had to prepare themselves for that before they could do it. Frames per second counter setting on Xbox console. Oh, I didn't know that wasn't on there already. It's on PC, so. Balance changes. Shroud screen. In ranked matches, the number of equipment charges of the shroud screen has decreased from 2 to 1. Disruptor. Yeah, this was something that I'm like, I understand. Okay, the rate of fire and damage for the disruptor have both increased slightly, while the distance between two players required for shock chain damage to occur has been reduced. In addition, the disruptor will no longer inflict damage over time. So I think they had to do this because of some kind of network thing. Spike grenades, I believe they doubled the number of spikes but decreased the damage by 1/3, so it's dealing more damage overall, and because it's got more spikes, and I believe they also, like, bounce distance have been reduced. Yeah. Dynamo grenades, King of the Hill was dynamo grenade change, detonate, as well as the area effect shock tank. Yeah, I'll just skip all that. I'm looking for Forge stuff. Resolved issues and bug fixes, global, multiplayer, observe, Forge. Here we go. Script brains now have a limit of 128 nodes, but you don't have a limit to number of script brains anymore because of that other change they did the other week. when moving an object with the movement snap setting set to 0.001, the object will no longer behave as though the setting was set to none. This change will allow for precise and slow object movement when using the movement. Oh, cool. That's awesome. If a crash occurs during Forge session, autosaves are now more likely to trigger before the crash, preventing any loss of progress. That's fantastic. The movement of the camera in Forge now behaves in parity with the camera speed setting. Oh, cool. That's good. So I can increase my camera speed setting and change and fly faster. That's great. File and map publishing. Players can now select and enter older versions of Forge maps in both Forge and custom games. Good, because that was really annoyingly broken. When a player deletes a Forge asset, any player who bookmarked that file will now be able to access their My Bookmarks menu without issue. If you continue to encounter this issue after this update, please submit a ticket via the Halo site. Okay. So, yeah. Bookmark that file will now be able to access their My Bookmarks menu without issue. That's good because that was annoying. Known issues with this update. The team has added multiple new issues to our known issue list. Oh, good. They're tracking things better. I'm not going to go into the known issues. More information about this update. Further resources. Okay. Awesome. These are good changes. Good updates. I'm going to go ahead and sift through that on my own off stream. And get some more information off it. But okay, so we've got this. I feel like that display is a little annoyingly hidden back behind here, but not too bad. I feel like it's probably something that people don't have to mess with too often. Like realistically, they wouldn't have to. But also, I'm worried about okay. Like I said, the thickness of this. First off, it says biohazard. I guess this is some kind of plant life and pesticide or something. I don't even know. But I was thinking water, so that annoying biohazard sign is, yeah, there. But I could theoretically slap a small gizmo into it that hides that, and then slap maybe a decal that's for water if they have one. But yeah. Okay, the point is that I think I'm worried about the roundness. Now, either we could go full oval by bringing this down to here and just let it be an oval, but I think that looks weird. The display is actually a decent height at this point. Hard to say. What do you guys think? Looks weird? Oh, I want to see what's on there. No, go into issues. Oh, you want to see the issues? Let's see. Well, let's check that out then. Where did my thing go? I put it up there. Gotcha. I've got 3 monitors, in case anyone's wondering. One of them is up higher than the rest. Okay, let's go to known issues then. Halo Infinite Forge known issues. Let's see, are there new ones? They mark as new. Scaling certain foreigner primitive objects in Forge may result in the items becoming distorted or scaling on incorrect axis. Yeah, that's definitely true. They should also include some of the, not just the foreigner primitive objects. They do that on the, okay, there are magnet problems on the standard primitive rings, and there are where the magnets are not aligned with the actual object properly, and I think it has to do with the fact that it's scaled way taller than the other rings at default. And then aside from that, they also have some UNSC objects, specifically UNSC bridges, that scale diagonally. And actually, Emerald was complaining about that on his stream. But yeah, what's up? What's new? Hey, Regret, how's it going? What's new is an update, and we're currently going through these through it real quick before I go back into the Forge. But we do have some new stuff in the actual map that I'm going to show you too. On the multiplayer map Catalyst, a winning team outro object is visible in Spartan play mode. That's weird. Dynamic objects such as crates or traffic cones are interactable in Forge during play mode, but cannot be selected while editing a 343. Wait, what? Such as crates or traffic cones are interactable in Forge during play mode, but cannot be selected while editing in 343 Industries maps. Interesting. Oh, no, yeah, actually, they knew that during the leaked version of Forge. They saw that, including dynamic objects like the spawn points for weapons and equipment and stuff like that. That was all in there as well as being, yeah, same thing. If players access the object browser in Forge and open the rubble section under accents, the game may crash when navigating the menu using the W and S keys. Good thing I use my controller, because I never saw that once. On Xbox One and PC with lower graphics settings enabled, when players enter a new Forge map, friendly and enemy character models will disappear at further distances. Wait, what? Xbox One PC, lower graphics settings enabled when players enter a new Forge map. Friendly enemy character models. Huh. Interesting. Are they supposed to disappear at closer distances? Interesting. Players can move, edit, or delete script brains that are being worked on by other players. That's probably really bad. Delete a script brain that someone's working on? I imagine that messes everything up. Exiting a Forge session without saving the map may result in a new map version being listed in the files. Okay, so that's not new anymore. Now this one, file and map publishing. When a player deletes a Forge file, any player who bookmarked that file will be unable to access their My Bookmarks menu. Wait, didn't they just solve this? Didn't they just say they solved this? Let's see. No updates regarding netcode. Check if screenshot uploading actually works on PC. Yeah, I'll try that. Because we don't... Yeah, I can just add a screenshot. I think you have multiple screenshots, so I don't have to delete any of Ripshade's. If Halo Infinite is launched before it has finished installing, Forge mode may appear accessible before it has finished installing. Okay. That's interesting. If there are two players signed in on the same Xbox console under different accounts, they may be able to enter a Forge session together using split screen. This feature is not officially supported in Halo Infinite. Okay. I didn't know that was a thing either, but I mean, that would have been cool. I don't know why it's not supported. Okay, we're gonna put this up here and then minimize it. Okay, so you're saying you want me to test screenshots. Okay, so real quick, Ripshade. We have some tentacles. We had some messing around there. We have this, which is me testing out what the how damaged walls and stuff like that from the flood infestation that's currently quote unquote dead would look like, and then I'm trying to test out making the newness shiny area there. But let's find a good place to screenshot. I think we can delete this guy at this point. I guess we'll go into play mode. We're gonna have a thing up there. We'll just screenshot this. Let's just do this. This is silly. I mean, this is not nowhere near finished or anything. We'll just hit screenshot here because we're just trying to test it. So screenshot done. Screenshot saved, and then we go and I know I already saved it. Let's leave. No, in this game, screenshots don't work on PC still. Probably not. Will, do you like my new Bud Light bottle art? Broke Bud Mountain. Wait, where's that? Did you send it to me in Discord? Because that... Let's see, where did you send it? Broke Bud Mountain? Is it like a Bud Light cowboy? Let's see, okay. My files, where is it? Here. Edit description, edit screenshots, right? That's what they said? Go to screenshots? Yeah, look at that. Wait, these are screenshots I took on... These... Where are the... Oh boy, is this my entire screenshot? Adding whole. This is my entire screenshots folder. I think. Do I have to share the screenshot? How'd they say to do it? Am I doing this right? I appear to be able to add screenshots. At least there's that. But these are all waterworks. These are all very old waterworks at that. That might have been taken on my... I don't think these were taken on my console. These would have been on my PC for sure. This one is on my console. I probably can add these, but I don't know if I... wonder if it... I'll just add one. So Ripshade. And regret, since you'll probably be able to let him know before he sees the video. There's gonna be a waterworks screenshot on the map for a bit. It looks like it added it. No, it doesn't. Wait, did I not save it? Hold on. Oh, I gotta hit confirm. I hit B. Confirm. So let's see if it's still there. It is not still there. Let's try this again. Halo Infinite 2.png. Maybe I'll try one that was actually screenshotted from Halo Infinite instead of that one which had Halo Infinite 2. Here we go. Edit screenshots. Let's look at what's over there. Oh wait, it did save it. Oh, so now there's gonna be 2 in there. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it replaced it because I did it too fast. It hadn't fully saved yet, I think, whenever I went out and came back in. Okay, so yeah, it appears to work. Looks like it works. And then I can hopefully delete it. Hopefully there's not a bug for deleting them on the PC. But I don't know why it doesn't seem to have any newer ones. They might have some weird, like, limit of 5 pages or something. Well, not even 5 pages because it doesn't even fill the last page. Oh, 50. They might have a limit, a hard limit on 50 images. And my image folder is very, very full. See my captures. Open the folder. And as you can see, my folder is very, very, very full and full of like little like video screenshots I've done. So did it even screenshot the map earlier, actually? Okay, hold on. Now we need to see if it looks like it's working so far, but let's go to date. Today. Oh, there it is. So yeah, it should be in here. It might be a lag thing. It might be that it's not in the list yet because it's because of a lag thing. Where like I'd have to come out and go back in. Let's check this. Screenshots changed. Nice. Edit screenshots. Let's see if it's in here now. I'm saying that you sent a Twitter post. Yeah. So it looks like it works, but it looks like there's probably a hard limit. Okay, now test Z-Fighter Fixer. Okay, it would appear that the spike nade has been absolutely demolished by the nerf that just went live. Oh boy. I bet that that's a netcode issue. I bet that some of the spikes are not registering damage. Like they increase the number of spikes, but they decrease the damage. And I actually remember, you know what? It was either Halo 3 or Halo Reach, where they released a patch that decreased the number of spikes and increased the damage back then. Because they said, they were like, yeah, there's a net issue where some of the spikes aren't registering. So we're going to increase the damage and decrease the number of spikes. I don't remember if it was Halo 3 or Halo Reach, but it was one of those. And, yeah. They had spike grenades in Halo Reach, right? They didn't take them out for that. I'm pretty sure they had them, right? But yeah, but you're telling me this game has issues? Never. Right. What about the Z Fighting Fixer? I don't know. I don't remember that one. Knowing this game screenshots don't work. Yeah. Okay. The Z Fighter Fixer was. What was the Z Fighter Fixer? Let's see. Okay, we'll just go back into the map because that's the Z-Fighter probably is involved with that. What was the, it mentioned the Z-Fighting, but I don't remember what the bug actually was that supposedly fixed, or how to make it happen. Like, yes, I read it earlier, but I don't know how to make it happen, necessarily. Oop, that's not what I meant to do over here. Known issues. Oh, wait, what happened? Oh, here we go. Okay. Forge. Z fighting issues. Okay, when moving an object with movement snap setting. Oh, right. Yeah. Especially useful for. Okay, the .001 object movement. That's what it was. I see what you're talking about. Okay, wait. You sent me something in Discord. You're probably explaining it. Looks like the page system skips over other page. Skips every other page and is sorted with oldest first. Why? Wow. That is really weird. What the hell happened? This is an old version of the map. Okay. I really hope that didn't just somehow break this entire map and every single thing that I've already done in this map ever since the very beginning. Okay, hold on. It might be that I have to delete the ones with the screenshot changes. Okay, let's see. We'll go to version history. We're gonna delete the one that was just deleted by, or just created, I think. See, 109. Yeah, I think this one was the one that's just created because I went in and quit. Go on a limb here and say they're uploading the screenshots is what broke that. I just want to stop forging altogether. Right? That's what you were saying. Not me. I'm not quitting. Screenshots changed. Yeah, I'm thinking it's this. The question is why? And here's my thought. Maybe I took that screenshot around the time that the map was at this stage, and somehow the date of the file on the screenshot just told it which date of these map files to go off of. But I just deleted those two. This is probably going to fix it. So if anybody else sees this issue, this is a fix for it. Let's see. Let's see if this fixes it. Fingers crossed, because if it somehow permanently broke the file to where it loads up like the 50th file or something, or the 150th or the 117th file, or something weird like that, and it's always forever going to just load up that version of the map, that's going to be a problem. But I think that probably it just created a new version that it drew from an old version and what it might have done. I'm gonna go on a limb here and say, this is my theory. It grabbed the last version that a screenshot was updated on. Like the last time a screenshot was updated to this map. That version of the map was probably just grabbed and used for the saving it off after adding a screenshot this time. So it didn't grab the current version of the map when it saved after adding the screenshot. You know, you add the screenshot, then it saves. It probably... It's a version of the map in like a, sort of like a holding cell before it saves. It probably copies a version of the map into like a holding cell. The current version of the map did not copy. It still has, on the server side, this holding spot that's holding that old version of the map. It's probably pulling the published version as the newest version. That is possible too. No, yeah, you're probably right. That makes sense too. That makes way more sense. I'm dumb. Yeah. That makes way more sense. Much better guess. I will straight up stop talking because that makes way more sense. So on this side, the ribs are going to be this way because, like I said, on the other side, like I said, whenever we're looking at the thing, and I'm going to make them thicker. So we have that sort of effect, because this is more like what the maybe not this thick, but basically we're gonna go full blown. I might even recess them into the ceiling and make it not like a flat ceiling with this on underneath it, but like have like grooves, you know, in the blocks. Excuse me. And then make it to where yeah, that would go across. Might be pretty cool. We'll see. But yeah. So, we don't want this thing to be ovular. We want this to be... I don't like the ovular look. I think it would be better taller. And actually make it into a full-blown circle by making it taller even more so, you know? Like that, where it's just above, yeah, just above where that transition is. And then we make this concrete, I think, would have to come out to here. I brought it back. I just walked it back, but I think that it actually should come back out to right about there. Maybe even like, you know, like that. Where it's like just slightly eating the edge there. I think that looks pretty good. We can even adjust this angle so that it lines up here. So both of these line up properly. But yeah, I'm going to test the Z-Fighter thing. I was about to do that, yeah. Okay. You said I'm going to test, yeah, okay. But I will do that for you real quick. Okay, wait, this is rotation. Okay, so if we go to this, yes, look at that. It does in fact snap to 0.001. So you can fix Z-fighting very, very easily. Yeah, you're good. You're good, Aaron. It definitely works. Can I... Why is it not Z-fighting here anymore? It used to Z-fight on the inside. Now it's Z-fighting on the outside. I don't know why. I didn't get to fix the Z-fighting on the inside. So that means the Z-fighting will probably come back. Like, I doubt that it actually fixed itself. But basically, yeah, I want this to be, So if that's true, then can I do this and then like use mouse and keyboard to also get that same effect? Alright, cool. It actually switched over very easily that time. Yes. Yes. Look at that. Man, it's even better with mouse and keyboard. Look at that. That's fantastic. It's about how slow the movement is on 0.001 versus precision mode. It's not about snapping. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, it's not snapping, but it's incrementing. You're right. It's incrementing, not snapping. Very good. I mean, incrementing is a form of snapping where it's snapping by a plus a specific amount, as opposed to snapping to a specific grid location. Like it's adding an increment, but it's snapping to the position of the next point in the increment. So it's still kind of true, but you're right. It should have been. I should have said it the other way. I think that this one's going to go down. Is it not moving, or is it moving? I don't think this is moving. Oh, there we go. You have to turn off your subtle thing, or else you gotta like hold down the A button. I kind of prefer the angle being cut off here because it's cleaner instead of having a little triangle poking into the middle of that. And obviously we need to adjust the length here so it stops Z fighting here. But that's about scale, I believe. Actually, should I increase the scale of this by 0.1? I would say so. I think 0.1 will fix it on this side, won't it? But not over here. Okay, so we need to adjust it on the y-axis. Remove 1, bring it there. And then thickness is... Oh, you know what? This is the width. Okay, so we want to increase this by 1. And then this one is increasing the wrong direction. I understand now. So if I actually flip this around... Oh, look at that. Solve the problem. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I like that a lot. Obviously it's not going to be gray because we're going to go with the whole like white pure and then like dark black, you know, like white and black kind of thing over here because that's what he was wanting. Can confirm it does in fact work. Yes, it does in fact work. I like it. You're on console, right? And I'm on PC, so we've got it. We just double checked. We tested on both hardware. I think you're on a console, if I remember correctly. Unless I'm crazy. Let's see. There we go. Actually, we're gonna snap it to this side because that would be more sane. That would make more sense. Okay, so now we've got this little area here. I need to put concrete that comes out to there, I would say. I would like that to be more flat. And I might put the dirt on top of that. And I might actually make the entire area the one like that, in fact. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is duplicate this, bring it down, snap it. Ooh, come on now. Maybe get the height correct. I'm gonna use this one to go down. There we go. And then I will go down into the ground. Get my Y to make sense. I'm not sure if I'm quite lining up because I want to be able to snap things to this later. So I want it to be exactly right. I know you get bored of the constant Halo soundtrack, Aaron, but I will say I will never get bored of Halo. ODST's themes are just perfect. I never get bored of them. Probably because of the variety. There's more variety in them than any other Halo, I would say. Because it goes from like jazz to all sorts of stuff. It's crazy. Okay, we're gonna snap to there, I think. And then, okay, we need to snap to over here, apparently. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna snap up here. This makes the most sense. There we go. Now, we're gonna bring this in. On our x-axis, we're gonna go to there. That should get us a good angle. But unfortunately, it's gonna be ruined because we have to make it really a lot longer. Like this. And then we can snap to here. And then go off here. And I might have to adjust this later for the Big Team Battle variant. Or Big Team Battle areas, rather. Perfect. Okay, now we need to move this glass back because it honestly needs to be moved back anyway. And we can use that brand new tool. This one too. The glass is in front of the concrete. Well, actually, I don't know. Kind of like the glass being in front of the concrete. It makes it look nice and shiny. Makes it not feel like just concrete, you know what I mean? In fact, I'm tempted to, instead of doing these, do this, you know? And put this like down here. That would look kind of cool. Another option is like this, which would actually have a nice little curve to it, and that would probably look the coolest. So that is what I'm gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna do the same thing over here. So I'm gonna put dirt inside there to fill in the gaps between these two pieces, because I'm planning on planting crops in there anyway. Why not? Oh, let me do it here, I guess, like I did on the other side. And then that's actually kind of cool. Kind of like that. Maybe a little bit wider to make it happy little accident, you know what I mean? But make it look, ooh, way too wide. My computer is really blowing its cooling fans right now. I'm not sure what it's doing, but what it's having trouble with, but yeah. Okay, I am going way too slow on this little incremental thing. There we go. Well, that's back to where it was. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to snap it. I'm going to go like this. We're going to go by 0.10 first. 0.1 first. One more. I would say one more, and it should line up perfectly. And it... Nope, that's too far. Apparently we got to go 0.15. And then that should line up perfectly. No, okay, I guess it's just the... Gotta go with the 10. And maybe, or maybe just not do this at all, but I kind of like the look of that curving up into there. And then I will delete this and this. I think that looks cool, and then the glass will be moved back a little bit. I can't believe that somehow selected the wrong thing. Don't know how I selected the wrong thing there, but you sent a Twitter screenshot, or Twitter thing. Let's check that out. Okay, we fixed this internally as fast as we could, but that change didn't make the cutoff for today's update. It will be fixed for Season 4. Wait, thank you. Okay, what is this? The fact that the color swatch bug in Forge is not fixed yet is wild to me. I'm not sure if enough people are complaining about this, but when can we expect a fix? This has been an issue for well over a month, and it is a direct issue within Forge affecting everyone. Yeah, no, I agree. Let's retweet that one. Glad to hear that. Okay, thank you for the reply and context, CEO Forge Lord. Much appreciated. CEO Forge Lord? Wait. He's not a CEO? I don't think he's a CEO of 343 Industries. I think she just gave him a promotion. Okay, let's see. Let's go increments and turn off that and go back that way. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it works so well. Oh, look at that. That's fantastic. I love it. It works so well now. I'm going to be using that all the time. Da-dun, da-dun, da-dun. Okay, is there a way I can get something like that on these? I don't need this to be concrete. I would actually love to have like maybe corrugated metal or something like that that will like somehow continue that kind of image. Let's see if they have that. If they have exactly what I'm looking for. Probably not, but we're gonna see. That'd be down UNSC corrugated metal or banished corrugated metal. Oh wait, metal corrugated might also exist up here if there's like a nice one. Metal corrugated. Let's see what this looks like. Ooh, that's the rough corrugated metal. That looks like a roof. Nope, that is not what we're looking for. A trim would be perfect, but unfortunately they don't just have like a trim. Ooh. That's not bad at all. actually. Wait, how can I get this side to look more like this one? It's scaled differently, and I even like this. I like this one even more. And then I just cap it off with some concrete or something, or some black rubber. Ooh, that'd be nice. Let me see what I can do with this. Okay, hold on. If we get one of these, right? These are walls, not. Oh, I'm still on the increment. These are walls instead of you know the floor pieces. So I can have a black top on top of it. Which will be really cool. So 4 by 1 by 16. That's what my measurement is here. So I've got it 16 by 6. So 4 by 1 by 16 is how they've got it. Okay, now I want to change this. Da-dun, da-dun. Is that too loud for you guys? It's very loud in my ears. I know it's usually louder for you guys than it is for me because it picks up my microphone lower volume than the rest of it. So you guys probably have to turn up the volume. So if that's bad, let me know. So the UNSC... Oh, no, it was... Where was it? Right? It was the UNSC one, right? I believe so. Yeah, UNSC metal corrugated. Okay. I lost my positioning. UNSC metal corrugated. Let's see how that looks. Ah, it's going vertical. Ugh. That's not what I want. I mean, it is what I wanted here, kind of. But it's not grabbing that particular location where it had like these nice little like brackets on there, which looks kind of cool. So now it's just a vertical line. That's not as cool. Okay, I'll just manually create a concrete top to this. Or rather, not a concrete top, but like I could do a rubber top still. I could just do this, and then snap this to here. And it'll change the height a little bit, and hopefully that doesn't stop the players from clamoring. It is, it's too tall for clamor. It's fine here. Let's see how it is over here. Whoops, I'm hitting an invisible object. Yeah, you can't even clamor from this side. That's actually kind of cool. I don't know. I'll ask Ripshade what he thinks about that. I might need to bring this lower to make it to where you can clamor from both sides, but it might be something where that it's one of those things that you can only clamor from this side. Otherwise, you have to drop down from the ductwork. You know what I mean? Like, that might be the thing to do. Anyway, that's the original height that it won't clamor on, so now we gotta figure out what we're doing here. Oh, let's see. I'm very close to quitting Halo, like a pube hair away. Yeah? Let's see. 0.2. Oh, 0.5 is the lowest it goes. Okay, well, I can actually do... Oh, come on now. Oh, right. This is where we can do this. It's finally fixed, so we can just go like this until it's... That is real slow. Let's go a little higher. There we go. That's what I was going for. And then I can change its texture. Are you really that close? That's unfortunate. Let's see. Yeah, so many other and better polished games I could be playing right now. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there are a lot of really good games right now, especially. I would say that... Ooh, Rubber Basic looks nice. Just gotta take off the dirt, the grime layer, to make it nice and oh, the color spread. Yeah, it's still one of those. I mean, yeah, there's plenty of games like Redfall is nice and well polished. You know, even I'd like to see you play something else on stream. Well, yeah, yeah, I might do that just to try something else as well. Like on Sundays I'm gonna be playing in the morning with my sister now. We're probably going to do that more than once, and so you know, you might what we play then might change up. You know what I mean? Why is it not getting smaller than this block? Didn't I clip it into here? What we do there might change up over time. Like I might play Destiny with her. She was playing Destiny last time. After we got off, she switched over to Destiny. After we got off of Halo Infinite, she switched over to Destiny. So I might try Destiny more. I play that with my wife sometimes. Let's see, where is length? Okay, we're looking at this. Okay, I gotta go around. But yeah, hard to say. Okay, can I increment down? Okay. Let's do there. Okay. I like it being shorter on this trim, but then overlap over here and using that sort of angle there, personally. But we'll see if that actually looks good whenever I'm done with everything, because it... Ah! Stop freaking out everywhere. Okay. Basically, yeah. I don't know. I might try playing Destiny. Or something else. Let's see. This is... Oh, I think it's that I usually turn this on for the rubber, so it's nice and shiny. Like brand new rubber, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'd watch anything right now. Okay, cool. Let's see. Did Regret leave, by the way? I assume he had to get going. Because he was here chatting with us a minute ago, but... Are you still here, Regret? Wanted to see what you think of this. Because I'm trying to figure out... best ways to accomplish what Ripshade was saying. And hopefully I'm getting there. Okay, so if we do this, right? How about a graphics card update? I would love a graphics card update. We are probably gonna wait until there's a sale. Because yeah, it's very tough to deal with all those prices. You know what I mean? I usually get new computer stuff on Black Friday, or no, on Cyber Monday, really. Is typically whenever I go, oh, I shouldn't have deleted my ground piece. Oh well. Or my triangle. That's what I'm trying to say. I could have definitely used that triangle right here, but yeah. Actually, should this be glass? This should be glass, I think. Yeah. In fact, I think we were talking about putting glass here as well, and making a tree go up inside there. And then have like bushes down here, which would be really cool. So we might do that. But yeah, what am I planning to get? Well, okay. So Nvidia is supposedly the best, but not necessarily the best for Halo, because Nvidia is the one that had all those cards that were really bad for Halo Infinite. I've never had a problem with my graphics card, which I believe is, what is it, AMD or whatever? I don't remember. DX Diag, where's my, how do I do that? Let's see. DX Diag, let's do that. Let's run that real quick and figure out what my graphics card is, because I forget. If it will run at all. There we go. Display, AMD Radeon graphics processor. I've got AMD. It's Radeon RX 57 series, 570 series. 57, that's a long time ago. My music just cut off. But yeah. So that's, yeah, well, Infinite on PC isn't optimized well regardless of specs, so, yeah, I know. But I'm saying the drivers for Radeon, for AMD's graphics cards have not had any trouble with Halo Infinite at all. But, you know, Nvidia's have. And I've actually heard multiple games having trouble with Nvidia's graphics cards, and it makes me wonder why if Nvidia is even still the best one to get. Yes, they might have the best specs, but they seem to suck at drivers. Because like every single new game that comes out that's huge, everyone who complains that it doesn't work even on the newest Nvidia graphics card. Or the graphics are shit, even on the newest Nvidia graphics card, is always what they say. And even though I didn't get them to test it myself on those graphics cards, and I don't have one of those graphics cards, I have to wonder if Radeon's more discrete. I think Nvidia's drivers are like really, really intensive, start trying to add their own graphics to the games and stuff like that, like ray tracing to the game and stuff like that, which is really cool. But I think that stuff that they're doing with their drivers is what's probably causing problems. I'm just speculating. You could just upgrade to a 380 for cheap. I don't know how much those go for, but it's going to be way less since it's not a new 40 series card. Exactly. That would be even a 380 would be extremely inexpensive, or extreme upgrade for what I've got. As you can see, I've got 24. My display memory is only 8,000. It's about 8 gigs. So it's not a very powerful graphics card at all by any stretch of the imagination. If I upgrade my graphics card though, and it doesn't have a good self-cooling system, then might have trouble too, because my computer's casing is bad. Like everything else is good. It's literally my graphics card and my casing that I had to go budget on whenever I built this thing. And but the processors, I've got like, what is it? I got lots and lots of RAM. I've got a Ryzen 7 8-core processor with 16 CPUs at 3.6 gigahertz. It's pretty good. It's obviously not the top of the line, but it's really good. And all that kind of stuff, but like, it's not, you know, it's just, yeah, I don't know. My graphics card and my casing, for some reason, every time I try and say that, I guess my mouth is dry. It's like I can't say the k-s. It's a graphics card. For some reason, I couldn't say that. Anyway, it's yeah, the graphics card is the main thing. It's still doing it. It's like my mouth is like refusing to say it without like sounding like I'm got a lisp or something almost. But anyway, the point is, yeah, it's my main thing. It's my main problem area in my computer is that. But yeah, check on eBuyer if that's a thing in US. I haven't heard of it, but it could be a thing that I just don't know of. I will say though that there's a lot of Bitcoin overclocked graphics cards that are available online these days that are really not a good idea to buy. So that's another thing that, like, those are still saturating the market, and you can end up buying like a shit, like, overworked, ruined graphics card right now, and my mouth still won't say it. I've got water here. Maybe I should drink some. The coffee is drying out my mouth, I think. That and the talking, I suppose. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to scale these down, put two of them next to each other and stuff like that to make this panel actually fit in here, because it's a triangle hole that I'm trying to fit a square into. And that's what Forge is. That's probably what, you know, Unreal Engine Fortnite is to a degree, but you can put in your own custom 3D models in there, I think. But that's what Forge is. It's strategically trying to fit a square peg into a triangular hole. That's what it is. That's what Halo Infinite's Forge mapping is like. And so you gotta be really creative, you gotta be really smart, you gotta be, you know, you gotta be smart about it, I mean. And not, since you don't, you know, waste time, I guess. But yeah, that's basically it. Let's see, we're gonna go ahead and snap that to there and delete this. I think I like the idea. Ooh, let's not delete that. Let's rotate it and repurpose it. Although I'd probably have to turn all of these blocks into one giant block, because I do have to save on resources somewhere. So some of these walls will have to be large solid walls with just details put in front of them to make it make you not notice, you know what I mean? But yeah. I don't know what sites you have in US. Oh, but we got eBay. I think eBuyer is available. I think I have seen that name now I think about it. Now that I look at it again. Let's see. Best Buy. Let's see. eBuyer.com. So there is a .com. There's an American version. Amend your preference. No, I'm good. Accept all cookies. Amend your preference. How about I just not do that at all? I don't like getting cookies from you people. Essential analytics markers. No. Close. Are you gonna now go away now? Okay. Anyway. So is this like eBay, or is this like a secondhand shop? Is this like things that are on sale? Wow. Look at that. Power Color Radeon RX Fighter graphics card. Jesus. Are these like resold items? Like, I've never been to this website. I may not know how to use this website correctly, and I might just get sucked into some great looking deal like that. You know, that is not as great a deal as I thought. Those are not American dollars. So there is a .com, it looks like, not just a .uk, but the .com still uses non-American dollars. My friends used it though. Don't know, my friends used it though. So, oh, here's a GeForce RTX 4070 for, what would that be, 800 US dollars, I believe that would translate to that. I think it's 1.5. Let's see, but this one is like very inexpensive. I don't know if that's significantly better than mine. It looks like it is, and as far as like, well, it's still 8 gigabyte. I don't know. Maybe it's the same as my current one. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'll go through this website and see how to use it properly, and yeah, and I'll figure that out. But yeah, it is about time that I get off though. Let's see. I do need to. I'm gonna put one of these panels right here, and then as one of the last things I'm gonna do here, and then that will be my guide for this glass. Because then I can bring... No, what is it doing? Ah. Okay, so that looks... Is that right? Yeah, that texture's right. Okay, cool. And then select this. There we go. Got my glass. Okay, so I can do that, and then have a tree back there. Replace this with glass, have a tree back there. And actually, it could theoretically even wrap around to inside of. There could be glass looking at that same, like, tree inside the barracks, you know, inside here, which might be cool looking. So yeah, I think this is all really good looking so far, and I think we're proving our proof of concept that the white and black that Ripshade wanted will in fact work over here and work very well with the rounded pieces. I think it'll look better in the barracks where it'll have a more regular shape, but I think this room being like it comes in, it 45s, and then it's 45s again up here, and then it's got this here. So this is all really cool for our dynamic gameplay so far. I feel like inside here we're going to have more of a regular shape, just because what we were looking at for inspiration, because we need to go upstairs, is the inspiration we were looking at for in there. Where is it? Nope. Where is it? Here it is. Here it is. This is what we're looking for inspiration for in the barracks, is what I found this and sent it to him. He loved the idea of the panels and stuff like that, but this would all be like white paneled and stuff like that on this side, and it'd be all concrete on the other side. I don't think there's an American version. Yeah, I mean, with the PayPal, I can pay out, you know, other currencies anyway. It'll just translate to other currencies, so I could theoretically still use the website. But it is a .com, so technically that is an American version, right? Or is .com global? I'm pretty sure .com was it was originally American, and everybody just uses it because American, or because it was the original. But then .uk is just the UK version, like domain or whatever. Not domain, whatever it is. I don't remember. But anyway, Twitch.tv is the most clever one, by the way. That's already, you know, they didn't come up with that on their own. They just happened to be in the right location to do that. But yeah, anyway, this is the downstairs of this actual building. You can kind of see, and this is kind of our inspiration for what the barracks might look like. The barracks section of building might look like in the end. I want this to be wide enough for two people to walk side by side, you know, so that you can actually like do stuff. But we'll see. We'll see how big we can actually make it. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, anyway, like I was saying, proof of concept proven, or concept very proven. I think I might redo this to be sort of curved or rounded, to where the other side is all like hexagonal. Or, like I might still keep the sort of hexagonal or half hex kind of shape here, but then try and find pieces that are curved on the edges here, something like that. But yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna be doing off stream today, is fixing up that and doing this, or doing something else with some of my other maps, but this is the one that's got a major deadline coming up. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's it for today. I'll catch you guys later. Yeah, if and Ripshade, whenever you see all this, come back and let me know what you think of it so far, and what you think of what I was talking about, the critiques of that white room that you did send me, and hopefully we can find a bigger screenshot of that because it's so tiny. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Or is that shutting down? Oh, Newegg, or is that shutting down? I think I did hear Newegg was having trouble. It might be shutting down. That's what I usually use. That's where I bought all of my computer parts from, with like the exception of like a hard drive or two from what do you call it, Amazon. I think I've gotten a hard drive specifically from Amazon. Oh, and cooling fans from Amazon. I've done that before. But yeah, time to check. Yeah, sure, I'll find out real quick. Might as well. It'll take 2 seconds. Newegg, here we go. Let's see. Best Buy. Oh, yeah, okay, they're all the way down here now. Whenever you look for Newegg, it shows you Amazon and Best Buy. Make your rig shine, up 70% off components, storage, and more. That's interesting. Are they? I guess they're going out of yeah, if they're doing a major sale right now because they're going out of business and they're closing down, they're trying to clear their stock, that would be good. I used to use this one to build my computers too. This website was what, like, being able to pull up the specs of the objects, like, this is why I love Newegg, because you could come down here and be like, okay, like, this is how I would figure out my computers and stuff. Specs, you get all of the specs, you wouldn't have to go to different websites, anything like that. Scroll down, reviews, you can find good reviews, you can see if they have a hook. This one does not have a hook. A hook is whenever it comes down and then comes back out. A hook is a very bad sign, and it usually means that what you're looking at is garbage product. But this one in particular has no hook, which means it must be a really, really good, you know, graphics card. GPU. I'll just say GPU. That'll stop that tongue, like dry mouth, from affecting how I'm speaking. And yeah, so like, what is this? Portal with RTX on? Yeah. I don't know how I feel about their RTX on thing on Portal. It lost the texture of the wall. These look better, for sure. The water looks better. Absolutely. The energy beam looks worse. Because it was supposed to be subtle, and I think that this bright energy beam is not as good. I don't know, that's weird. I don't know. Anyway, so the point is, yeah, that's why I like Newegg, so I think we can, you know, hopefully it's not going out of business, but I think it is. I think you're right. Anyway, yeah, so that's the end of the stream, and if, like I said, Ripshade, get with me in Discord, let me know what you think about everything so far, and I'll catch you guys later.